Italian food and you love Alaskan king crab, you're gonna love this recipe because one day I just decided to combine both of the cuisines together with some king crab and came out with this recipe. So tonight, what I'm gonna cook for you is a king crab red curry pasta right here. So let's move over here. Let me show you the ingredients. Alright, so over here we have 1 tablespoon of minced up basil, 1 tablespoon of minced up garlic, 2 tablespoons of diced up ginger, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, 3 tablespoons of diced up shallots, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of salted butter. I have some garlic powder right here. I'm going to be using about 2 teaspoons of this. I have some sesame oil. I'm going to be using about 3 teaspoons of this. A cup and a half of coconut milk right here. And this right here is Thai red curry paste. This is according to your preference. I'm going to be using about half a tablespoon of this because there's someone in the house that I'm cooking with and she doesn't like the spiciness too much, but I would add a tablespoon. However, to your preference of heat, the more you add, the more it's going to be hot. Over here I have 4 ounces of rigatoni pasta and 2 king crab legs. These right here are about, I would say, a half a pound of meat I have in these, so yeah, just calculate that. And a stack of lemongrass. So, before we start everything and cooking everything up, we're going to start preparing these crab legs and this lemongrass. So let me get to it. Okay, so we're going to prep these 2 ingredients right here. Before I do that, let me just move over here real quick, wash my hands. Alright, so first thing to get it out of the way, let's just prep this lemongrass. I already did half of it right here. When you buy your lemongrass, you're going to find it with long green stalks, if you want to put it, or shoots. I don't know exactly what they're called. I'm not a botanist. However, cut off that tip, just leave the yellow part and peel it. You want to peel this off. There's a skin you want to peel and you just want to be left with the core. We're just going to cut off the end right here, throw it out. And then, with your knife or another instrument, pound it. What this is going to do is going to release all that flavor. For this recipe, I'm just going to cut mine in half. Let's set it aside. I'm just going to put it right here for the moment, and let's move to our crab legs. Alright, so to prep our crab legs, there's several ways of pulling the meat out of these. We're going to start with the first one that usually works if you're lucky, if you want to put it. Just break it at the joint and pull out gently. Ah, look at that. It looks like I was lucky this time. If this doesn't work and it breaks apart and your meat gets stuck in there, just open them up. I'm just going to show you for demonstration purposes right here. Open them up like this, and then you'll be able to pull out the meat. So, let me do it with all this crab right here that I have laying around, and then we'll start cooking up our dish. Okay, to start cooking up our dish right here, I have a pot of boiling water. This is what we're going to use to cook up our pasta. What I want to do is grab some salt. I put like a good tablespoon of salt in here just to get this water right here, almost as salty as seawater. That's what you want to make some good Italian pasta. However, the amount of salt is all up to you. Dash of olive oil in here. And we're going to grab our penne right here. Oh, excuse me, rigatoni. I usually make this with penne. You can make it with rigatoni. Depends on you. I like this pasta with the hole in the middle, if you know what I mean. The cylindrical type of pasta that has the hole and everything. That way, when your sauce is prepared and everything, you mix it all well nice. It goes into that pasta and it gets all flavored up. And you get, in each bite, you get a little bit of that sauce. You can make it with any type of pasta of your choice. However, let's just mix this up and let this go, depending on the instructions on your package of pasta. This right here, I would say 9 minutes. I'm going to start checking it for it to be al dente. A little bit resistance in the middle and soft on the outside. That's how I like my pasta. So, now that this is cooking, let's start creating our sauce. Okay, so I have this pan right here warming up on the stove on medium-high heat. What I want to do, I just want to grab some of this sesame oil, put in about 3 teaspoons of it, and let it warm up. Alright, so my oil is warmed up. I'm just going to drop in here this garlic and this ginger. What we want to do, we just want to infuse this oil with flavor. Just give this garlic and this ginger just a few seconds to flavor up this oil. I would say that's sufficient. Now what we want to do, grab that shallot that we had laying around, this diced shallot, and throw it in here. We want to sweat these shallots down. Just keep on going until these shallots become all nice and translucent. It should take about a minute or so. Alright, that's good right there. My shallot is sweat down all nice. What we want to do next, we want to just grab some curry paste right here. And just like I told you earlier, this depends on your preference. If you want more heat, add more. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon in here. However, what we want to do, you just want to brown this up. Alright, so my curry paste is browned up. What I want to do next, there we go. I just want to add in here this coconut milk. Stir it real nice. Break down all the clumps, if you have any in there, of that curry paste and get this incorporated all well with the coconut milk. Alright, so as you can see right here, my curry paste is incorporated real nice into this coconut milk. What I want to do, I just want to reduce the heat right now. We don't want this coconut milk to start boiling at the moment. I'm just going to add this fish sauce in here. These 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. And this brown sugar. 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Mix everything up real nice. Okay. Then what we want to do, just add this lemongrass in here. And that's it. Let's just let this go on a simmer until our pasta is ready, and we're going to strain that out, and then we'll move to the next step. Okay, so we're finished up right here. What I want to do, I just want to discard this lemongrass. There we go. Just going to add one more touch to this sauce right here. Just going to mix in this basil that I had earlier. And now we're going to strain out our pasta. Just before doing that, one small step and then we're finished. I'm just going to move this over here on the other side. Get this small pan right here. I'm just going to keep that on the simmer while I'm doing this quick step right here to finish it off. Let me just grab the butter. That 1 tablespoon of butter that I had. Let it warm up real nice and melt down. Okay, from here, I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of a garlic powder. We're just going to mix this in here. Incorporate it real nice with the butter. Alright, then we want to grab our crab meat right here. I said I had a half a pound. Unfortunately, I had a little bit less because I was on a budget and everything. If you could get a half a pound, go ahead and do yourself a favor if you like crab meat to do so. This is probably a 1/4 of a pound. That would be sufficient for tonight for me. However, a half a pound. I had a little bit less. Chopped up into pieces after we removed that crab meat from inside those legs. I just chopped it into cubes. I'm just going to give this a quick saute, just 30 seconds, just to warm it up and flavor it up with this nice butter garlic, if you want to put it. Alright, that's good. Let me turn off the heat on this. Let me strain out my pasta. In the same pot that I was using to cook up my pasta, I'm just going to dump the pasta back in here together with my curry sauce that I created that should have reduced up to a nice consistency right here. I'm just going to dump it in here. Alright, finished with that. We're just going to stir all this sauce into this pasta until it gets all nice and incorporated. Alright, and we're finished. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to plate this up with a little bit of that crab meat on top of each plate. So, let me finish this up and let me show you the finished product. Okay, so we finished up our king crab curry pasta right here. Here we go. I just put a sufficient amount of crab meat since I told you I was kind of on a budget the other day, and I ate 2 crab legs. I probably got like a pound of them, and I had these 2 small ones left. I thought they would be sufficient, like a half pound. Unfortunately, they were not. This was probably like a 1/4 pound. But, however, following the recipe, get yourself a half pound of crab meat, pile it on top. Try this out sometime. If you love curry, if you love Italian food, and if you love crab meat, you will definitely love this recipe. So, till next time. We'll see you.